Hi, my name is Dana Beck. Thank you for watching my video. And if you would help me out and click that like button, I would really appreciate it. And also click on the subscribe button so you get access to all my videos as they become available. So now let's get into the content. So what is a value ladder? You'll hear Russell Brunson from ClickFunnels. He talks about it a lot. And if you go online, there are tons of videos that talk about value ladders. There's a lot of content that, online that talks about value ladders. So just what is a value ladder? And basically a value ladder is a series of steps that will lead a prospect to become a subscriber through your sales funnel. That is, in the long and short of it, what a value ladder is. I've seen some value ladders that are like 3, 4, 5 steps, and there are others that have been as many as 15, 20 or more. And again, it guides that prospect, it guides that subscriber through their sales funnel. So let's get started. So what is a value ladder? Well, usually the value ladder, it starts with the first step, which is your bait, your lead magnet. And it's called a lead magnet because it's a magnet that draws in those leads into your value ladder and then subsequently into your sales funnel. And usually, this lead magnet is either some kind of a free item that they can download or get access to. Could be a free downloadable PDF, a mini training, a video series perhaps. It could be anything along those lines that's 100% free. And what you're doing essentially is you are exchanging this item of value and quality for their name and email address. So this prospect comes in, they want that item, but in order to get it, they have to give you their name and email address. So if this free item is of high quality, and you'll hear me talking about that a lot, if this item is of high quality and of value, they're going to want it, and they'll gladly exchange their name and email address to get that item. So this is the first step in your value ladder. You get them into your world, so to speak. You get them on your list, and you really haven't brought them into the value ladder per se yet. This is just the first step. This is like the introductory, if you please. So what's the next step in the value ladder? Well, typically the next step would be a front end tripwire. And what does that mean? Well, a tripwire essentially, it's a way to convince your target audience, that subscriber who now just signed up under you or, gave you their name and email address. It's to convince them to buy a product or service from you and, at a very, very low cost. Now, it's your first item that you're going to sell to them. And a lot of times this first item has to have, boom, an impact. It's got to be something that, wow, this is really awesome. I definitely want this. And it's usually, now I keep my very first low cost item around $20 or less. And again, that kind of like whets their appetite, so to speak. It gets their attention and it gets them to, all right, now, instead of exchanging their name and email address for this item, they're going to exchange money because they've seen the value, they've seen the quality of what you're offering. And again, that's why that first lead magnet, that first item that you give them for free, that's got to have a lot of value and a lot of quality to where, wow, this is high quality. And then when you present them with the first low cost item, it's like, well, if this is anything like the other item I got that was for free, then I definitely want this. And again, like I've said before, every step along the way, you want to make sure whatever you're offering is of high quality and of high value. So this is the first low-cost item, usually around $20 or less. So then they exchange money for that item. And again, when they get that item, it should really be something that they're looking forward to, and they anticipate getting it, and they're thrilled with it, and they love it because it's, again, a high-quality item. So that's the next step in the value ladder. So they bought something from you. Okay, now they're in your sales funnel. Now you begin to introduce them to other things through the sales funnel. And your next step would be then your middle item, the first premium item. And why I call it a premium item, because now this next item is anywhere between $100 to $200. It's not, it's considerably more than the initial purchase that they made of $20 or less. But this first premium item should have all the bells and whistles. It should be something that is of high impact, something, again, that is of high value, high quality, and something that your not your prospect anymore, but now your subscriber is definitely wants. And again, if you have provided quality and value on the other previous steps on your lead magnet and your front end tripwire, well, then this one's going to be, hey, the other things that I bought from this guy, I love them. They're great. So they should have no problem buying this next item, this middle premium item. And again, you're building a relationship of trust as well. And they begin to trust you when they see the value and the quality that you are providing. So that's your first real big ticket item, if you please, $100 to $200. And again, they'll be more than happy to buy that from you because they have seen the value and the quality of your previous items. So after this, what's the next step? Well, the next step obviously is your next premium item, which is usually around $300 to as much as $900. And again, these are ballpark figures. This is your next premium item. And something to keep in mind, along each step in this value ladder. When you're emailing your list, you don't want to, every email shouldn't be buy this, buy this, buy this. There's another video I did as far as the rotation of doing, your pitching and providing value. In other words, on 10 emails, I would say 7 or 8 of them should be high quality value content. You're not pitching anything. And then maybe your 9th email should be a pitch where you're promoting something. And then you provide more emails talking about content. Then again, your 8th or 9th email after that should be another pitch. You want to spread your offers between quality content that you are providing to your subscriber. So that's just a side note. And I do another video talking about that you can find on my YouTube page. But anyway, so here we are. We're at the next level, the second premium item, around $300 to $900. And if you have built that relationship of trust with them, they'll have no problem buying that second premium item. And again, by this time, they should trust you. They should be, responding to all your emails. You should have a relationship going with this subscriber. So what's the next step in the value ladder? Well, the next step then, of course, is your back end. And this is your first high-end premium item. And this is usually anywhere between $1,000 or more. And again, if you have built that relationship of trust over all these steps, they will see that this $1,000 or more dollar item is something they definitely want because, again, it follows the same pattern of quality and high quality and value that you provided to them previously. So this is your next high-end premium item, and around $1,000 or more, give or take. This is step number 5. Then the final step is you want to introduce them to your flagship product, your high-end product, and your flagship level is what I like to call it, and it's usually a high-end premium item, $4,000, $5,000 or more, depending upon what you're promoting. But by this time, again, you've got a raving fan who trusts you, who sees the value and the quality of what you're promoting, and they definitely want this item. And you always have to look at this when you're building your value ladder. Earl Nightingale said in his famous recording, Strangest Secret in the World, be of value first. Well, and that's what we want to do. Along, your value ladder should not be centered around how much money you can earn. Your value ladder should be, as the name implies, how much quality, how much value can you, provide to your subscribers. And if you provide that quality, that value, they will buy from you. And again, providing that quality, you build that trust with them. And people only buy from people who they trust, who they have developed a relationship with. Now, these 5, well, actually 6 steps, I guess, including the flagship level, These steps, you know, the time frame can vary. This could be done over a number of weeks, a number of months, and again, it depends upon how quickly, or I guess, yeah, how quickly your subscriber is responding to you. If every time you send an email out, boom, they open it, they respond, they engage with you, you know, then you could maybe move along the value ladder with them relatively quickly. If they're still hesitant and whatnot, then you know there's no rush. This isn't a race. You want to, again, the focus has got to be on building that relationship each step along the way. And what you're focusing on is at each step something, yes, it costs a little more, but here's something that is of more value that will help you in your business, that will help you in your pursuit, in your, you know, in the goals that you are pursuing. Here is something that was going to help you. And the focus, again, needs to be on them and how whatever it is you're providing at whatever step is something that's going to benefit them. And so if your focus is on providing quality and value to your subscribers, the money will be there. So again, this is only a 6-step value ladder. Again, like I said before, I've seen some value ladders that are 15, 20 steps, and some even bigger than that. I've seen some huge value ladders. But again, it all depends upon what you're promoting, and it depends upon how many different products and services you have, and so forth and so forth. But this gives you kind of an overview of what a value ladder is, how to put it together, and how to utilize it. So hopefully you got value out of this. value ladder. No. Hopefully you got value out of this. And if you did, please leave a comment. I really enjoy reading your comments, and I respond to all my comments, usually within 24 hours. And if you would, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, a like, woohoo! And also, if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get access to more and more videos and content that I will be uploading in the days and weeks and months ahead. So thank you so very, very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thanks again, and go out and build that successful value ladder for yourself. And if there's anything I could do to help you, if there's anything you don't understand or you have questions with, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you. Thank you so very much. Have a tremendous day, and I will see you again in my next video. Thanks again.